Hello, this is Maggie. I wanted to talk about the upcoming partial solar eclipse in Virgo at 29 degrees on September 21st, coming right up 2025. So, first of all, it's astrologically and astronomically a big event because, and it will be visible in around Australia and New Zealand. Um, yeah, so anyway, it's in Virgo. I'm going to show the chart so we can look at it together. It's a lot easier for me to look at a chart than just to look at a screen. So let me just share the screen. And here it is in all its glory. Today I'm using time passages. I just kind of change it up here and there. But so the focus will be on detail, work, health, organization, maybe streamlining your organization um, skills. Yeah, streamlining your organization skills. So look at this. This is like, wow. I saw this chart and I just went, wow. It's got Saturn, grand trine T squared to Pluto, yod to Neptune, yod to Venus, yod to Mars. So I'm not going to break down all of the aspects, but it's a powerful eclipse, even though it's partial and the effects will be felt. Well, they are, of course, felt before the eclipse in the shadow period and after could be months. Um, so the sun is 29 degrees Cancer. The north and south node are the oppositions, of course, that these cause the eclipses. And Venus is in 2 degrees Virgo. So I thought I would read the Sabian symbol because to me they're very, very right on by Dr. Mark Edmund Jones, Sabian symbols, astrology, and written. Well, he wrote the book, and Ellie Weasel was the clairvoyant who saw the images, and so he for every single aspect in the in the whole zodiac. So it's very intuitive tool to use. So what this means for you will, of course, depend on where your sun is, where your rising sign or your ascendant is, because this is just a random chart of the date. It has Capricorn rising, so um, but it's very mutable, very, very mutable. Go with the flow energy, but the key is to try to put maybe your desires, your dreams into some kind of form. And all the outer events going on around you, just look at this beautiful, beautiful earth trine. I'm sorry, air trine, beautiful air trine. And then, of course, we have the oppositions, which is the eclipse and the squares, Mars square the ascendant, and Uranus square not all of this, but yeah. So I'm good to go. Go ahead and read this Sabian symbol by Mark Edmund Jones, 29 degrees. 29 degrees of Virgo is a man gaining secret knowledge from a paper he is reading. This is a symbol of the world's conservatism and of the refusal of nature to surrender any part of her heritage unnecessarily. That's Virgo. The fixity of an idea by which human beings preserve their culture is also a protection for all the hidden wisdom and unsuspected ways of knowing, since the deeper awareness is merely a broader reference and a further application of stabilities which constitute a universe at large. The possibilities of greater experience lie in embryo throughout the lesser. The key word is discovery. Oh, yeah, take from that what you will. I'm not going to elaborate on it. Um, I can only tell you from my experience, what it would mean. As an Aries, it would be the 12th and the 6th. So of course you watch it's to do with your daily routines, your work routines, your health routines. Sometimes eclipses signifies sudden, maybe not so sudden, but unexpected events. Um, and not necessarily in your personal world. It could be like, in the wide world. Um, so this has it in the 2nd and the 8th. So with you, whoever's chart this would be, it would be your resources. Your 2nd house is Taurus's house. So that would be money, assets, and 8th house is joint assets. So I would beware of, could be an inheritance. 8th house is also inheritance. So it could be like some kind of material assets. Um, so you want to, be aware of your finances and who you share your joint finances with, be it a bank, be it, whomever in that particular case. So yeah, whatever your ascendant is. So just, I kind of wish I had the Aries wheel up, but it would be the the 12th, hidden 12th house of Pisces. Opposition is the 6th house of work, of Virgo. So that's drawing attention to, putting your, maybe just your health, your fitness, your attention to detail. Maybe it's so hard for Aries to complete anything. I mean, they're great at starting things. It's can start things all over the place, but that leads to a very cluttered, um, scattered, scattered. It doesn't lead to completion, let's put it that way. So with all this Virgo, planets in Virgo may give you the stamina to complete something, or to get it past your mind, your quick mind, and to put it into some kind of form and move you away from procrastination. Because in your dreamy Piscean world, especially with Saturn and Neptune there, the ruler of Pisces, you could think about things all day, but never get anything done. So I think this Earth influence is really, really good for people to get things done, and also on a say charitable or humanitarian um, scale as well, because we do have Pluto. We have Pluto in Aquarius, and yeah, just looking at this grand trine. So yeah, but I guess I say that also because Virgo is the planet of service, it's love and service. It's ruled by Mercury, so communicating um what you believe in, for one thing, what you believe in. And Jupiter is remains in Cancer. So but this, really needs some help. This 12th house, well, actually it's up here. The 12th Pisces, if you have it in the 12th house. Um, and it's not only the first, the 12th and the 6th axis. I'm just using that for an example. Your axis could be totally different. It could be to do with money and joint resources. It could have to do with communication and travel, or cultural languages and differences. It could have to do with all kinds of different modalities, but right now I'm just trying to talk about the 12th house. It's hard without the symbols and the houses in front of me. Getting too distracted. But so what I'm trying to put in simple words is that all this Virgo, the solar eclipse in Virgo, will give you the impetus now more than ever to put things into action, whatever it may be. Maybe you're not seeing it right now because everything is so foggy with Neptune there and Saturn as well. Saturn kind of wants to do something, but it kind of can't yet. It's like Saturn's got the brakes on. Saturn's got the brakes on. It stepped into Aries, now it's stepped back into Pisces. And so the motivation isn't there, but it is with this eclipse and with all this Earth planets, all these Earth planets, it gives you practicality. Say if you're in Aries with no Earth, that you just, let's face it, you don't have. I mean, maybe some other Aries may have it, but it gives you focus. Just what I'm trying to say. It gives you focus. And focus is so Virgo and, detail work, analytical work, um, attention to details, not skipping ahead to the next thing. All of those kinds of things that are so foreign to an Aries person. So it's a good time to use that for yourself. And, there are so many different, I was talking about service. There are so many different, when I look at Neptune, and when I look at the Pisces 12th house, it rules along with Jupiter. And when I look at Virgo, it's service. It inspired service. And sometimes in the 12th house could be like behind the scenes service, whether it's contributing to something you really believe in or something, some charity, maybe even going so far as to go overseas, go somewhere, because Neptune also is the planet of foreign travel, Neptune and Jupiter overseas, like the flotilla. I'm thinking of the flotilla going to Gaza right now. That would be a good example. A good example of that. So yeah, so there are many ways the individual can contribute to a better society. And whether that's through being, a doctor, a nurse, a healer, some kind of healer, just doing your day-to-day, keeping the family together, whatever it may be, your part is very, very important because, it's just a microcosm in the macrocosm. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm not going to just go on and on and on about it, but this is this eclipse is like a signal to go. And if you're a Virgo, if you're an earth sign, forget about it. You've just got it done. I mean, it's effortless for you. But, it does signify change. There could be some major changes in your life. It's not always a loss, but, it could be. So, but, you could get a promotion, start your own business. There's just so many different gifts that the earth signs have that, every sign has their gift and every planet has their gifts and their liabilities. But even though you may not have any earth signs, or everybody has them in their chart, they may not have planets there, but they're still there regardless. So when the transits are there, that's almost as if you have an earth sign, let's put it that way. And so you could still use that energy to your benefit. So it's a good thing. It gives you more focus if you're lacking that in any way. So if you wanted to go ahead with work, change jobs, quit that day job you can't stand anymore, do kind of a self-starter thing, you know, Uranus and Gemini is all for that. It's going to help you along. It's going to help you along. Chiron and Aries could be healing work. It certainly could be an enterprise of, it could be acupuncture and all the healing stuff, all the healing arts, whether it's acupuncture or Reiki or, a doctor in the healthcare field, um, data, into data, compiling astrological data for a database. That's all Virgo. And so I'm gonna just wind this down, stop the share. I hope you got something out of this, and I do hope you can make use of this earth energy, this Virgo energy, especially if you're lacking in it. And it'll come to you. I mean, all of a sudden, one day you might just be motivated to do something that normally you've been thinking about or just kind of gave up on. You might have the stamina to put it into some kind of a form, which is what Saturn wants to do. So I'm going to end this. Oh, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And everyone, please take care.